Assalamu alaikum students. In today's video, I will discuss the textbook questions given on page 92. Question number 1. Which of these speed calculations is correct? So we have to calculate the speed with the formula speed is distance divided by time. So the units of distance are kilometer or meter. Those I have underlined with pink. There are 4 options given to us. So 4 distances are given, and time is the units of time are hours, minutes or seconds. So those I have highlighted with green. So using the distance and time, we have to calculate the speed and we have to check whether the given answer is correct. So question 1a. A car that travels 100 km in 2 hours has an average speed of 50 km per hour. So let us calculate distance divided by time, that is 100 divided by 2. 100 divided by 2 is 50. Yes, our answer, the A option is correct. We are getting the answer 50 km per hour. So A correct. B. A fish that swims 20 meter in 5 seconds has an average speed of 5 meter per second. So here our distance is 20 and time is 5. So 20 divided by 5 gives us 4 meter per second. And here the answer is given as 5 meter per second. So the B option is incorrect. C. A rocket travels 100 kilometers in 30 minutes. Has an average speed of 200 km per hour. So here in the answer, the units of speed is kilometer per hour. So we need to convert the given minutes into hours. To convert minutes into hours, we have to divide by 60. So 30 minutes divided by 60 is 0.5. So it is 0.5 hours. Now 100. Now using the formula speed is distance divided by time. This distance 100. 100 divided by 0.5 gives us 200 km per hour. And that is only the answer given. So C option is correct. D1. A ball that rolls 2 meter in 5 seconds has an average speed of 0.5 meter per second. So your distance is 2 and time is 5. So 2 divided by 5 gives us 0.4, 0.4, and the D option is correct. Let's move on to question number 2. There are some units given: kilometer, meter per second, kilometer per second, hours, seconds and meters. Question 2a. Which are the units of speed? So here the units of speed are meter per second and kilometer per second. 2b. What are the units of distance? So unit of distance are kilometer and meter. 2c. Which are the units of time? Units of time are hours and seconds, that is H and S. Question 3. A girl is cycling at a steady speed. So as we had discussed earlier, a straight line graph represents a steady speed of an object. So here the girl is cycling at a steady speed. That is why the graph shows a straight line, the red one, where on x-axis time is denoted in minutes and on y-axis distance is given in kilometer. Question 3a. How can you tell from the graph that the speed is steady? So a steady speed graph is always a straight line. That is why we come to know that the girl is moving at a steady speed. Question B, 3b. How fast is she traveling? How fast means we have to calculate the speed of the girl. So here this formula for speed, again we'll use the same formula. Speed is distance divided by time. Here the value of distance and time, we will take the maximum distance because average speed is total distance upon total time. So in the graph I have highlighted the values with blue. Okay, so with blue color the maximum value of distance is 12, and if you come down the time is 120. So it is 12 kilometer and 120 minutes. So speed will be distance upon time, that is 12 divided by 120. But here, whenever we write units of speed with kilometer, it is always kilometer per hour. So you need to convert 120 minutes to hours and then use that value to calculate the speed. Another way is kilometer, you have to convert to meters, and time can be converted to seconds. So 120 kilometer can be converted to meters by multiplying by 1000, as 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. And then time, 120 minutes can be converted to seconds by multiplying by 60, as 1 minute has 60 seconds. So it will give you 12,000 divided by 120 into 60, and you'll get the average speed of the girl as 1.6 meter per second. Question 4. Choose the best definition of average speed. So average speed is actually total distance divided by total time. Okay, total distance and total time. So the first option, how far can you travel per second? No. B option, the total distance that you travel divided by the time for the journey. This is little correct, but then let's see the other options. Third option is how far you travel in an hour. No, this is not the definition of average speed. And the last option is the total distance that you travel divided by the total time it takes. So this is the appropriate definition of average speed. So the correct option is D. Fifth one. Raphael went to visit his grandmother in an aeroplane a distance of 1440 kilometers. So your distance is given. The journey took 2 hours. How fast did the plane travel? So here again we have to find how fast means you have to calculate the speed of the plane. So we'll use the same formula, speed formula. Speed is distance divided by time. The distance in this sum is 1440 and time is 2 hours. So 1440 divided by 2 will give us 720. So 720 kilometer per hour is the answer. Question 5b. When the plane took off, it had to speed up. What is the scientific word of speeding up? When the plane speeds up, it is called as the acceleration of the plane is increasing. 5c. On the way home, the plane had to fly into the wind. What effect would that have on the average speed? So if the journey is taking place in a windy area, of course the average speed will reduce because the air resistance will increase here. So that will reduce the speed. So the answer is the average speed will reduce or it will decrease. Question 6. Jamil was watching his favorite football team play at their stadium. He saw the striker run the length of the field, which is 110 meter or 0.11 kilometer in 10 seconds. So here we'll be using, if it is time is in seconds, we'll use the distance as meter because speed is meter per second. So let's take the value 110 meter and 10 seconds. How fast did the striker move? Again, how fast means you have to calculate the speed of the striker. So the speed is distance divided by time. Distance is 110 divided by time is 10. 110 divided by 10 gives you 11. So the speed of the striker will be 11 meter per second. Jamil walked home a distance of 3 kilometers in 30 minutes. How fast did he walk? So here if you see, distance is 3 kilometers, but the time is 30 minutes. With kilometer, the speed answer comes in kilometer per hour. So you need to convert given time to hours. Or the other option is convert kilometer to meter and minutes to second. So you'll get the value of speed, answer of speed in meter per second. So to convert kilometer to meter, multiply by 1000. So 3 into 1000 gives you 3000. And 30 minutes converted to seconds is 30 into 60. And when you divide 3000 by 1800, you'll get the value of speed as 1.66 meter per second. So here you have to convert kilometer to meters and minutes to seconds and get the answer of speed in meter per second. Question 7. In experiments, it is important to make measurements that are both precise and accurate. So recall the theory of precise and accurate. Accurate value is just an exact value, but precise values are the values which are given to two or three significant figures. That means you have values in decimal point. You have digits after decimal point also. So here the first option is you have to tell which of these measurements of time is most precise. So the maximum number of digits after decimal will be the precise value. So here 5.1, after point we just have one digit. Second option 5.1 for seconds. So here we have two digits after point, while in the third option you just have 5 seconds. So the most precise value here is 5.14 seconds. That is the correct answer. Question number 8. Adi went to visit Dev. The graph shows how Adi's distance from home varies with time. So here the graph shows the journey of Adi, and the distance is shown in meters on y-axis while time is given in minutes on x-axis. Question 8a. How long does Adi stop on the way to Dev's? Now, whenever the graph line is going upwards, that means Adi is walking at a walking very fast. If the graph line becomes flat, that means Adi stopped. Okay, and if the graph line is coming down, that means Adi is returning back home. So here, in order to understand the graph, I have labeled few points as A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so question number 8a, how long does Adi stop? So AB is the line which is becoming flat. That shows that Adi had stopped. Also line CD shows that Adi stopped and then he was waiting at Dev's place. Okay, so first question, for the answer A will be the time between point A and B. So the value at point A of time, how long means they are asking you time. So point A time is 20, point B time is 30. So 30 minus 20, that means 10 minutes he stopped on the way. So the correct answer is 10 minutes. Question B, how far is it from Adi's home to Dev's home? So the maximum value of distance you have to check in the graph and tell. The maximum height of the graph is reaching till point C and D, and that value of distance is 300. So 300 meters is the distance between Adi and Dev's home. Question 8c. How long does Adi spend at Dev's place? Okay, so CD is the line which is becoming flat. That shows that Adi was at Dev's place for that much time. So if you see the value of time at point C, from point C come down and see the value of time, it is 40, and from D if you come down, it is 90. So 90 minus 40 gives you 50. So 50 minutes is the time duration that Adi spent at Dev's place. 8D. On which part of the journey does Adi travel the fastest? So here the two lines which are going up are from 0 to A. This is the speed. Here the graph line is going up. That means Adi was walking fast. Also line BC is going upwards. So here also the speed is, that means he was walking at a higher speed. So which is the fastest? The fastest is the one which is more steeper. So here line BC is more steeper. So In which part of the journey does Adi travel the fastest? So during the time 30 to 40 minutes, at that time Adi was walking fastest. That is the correct answer. And question E is, how fast does Adi walk on the way back from Dev's home? When he is returning back, the graph line DE shows the return journey because it is coming downwards. That means he is returning back to his own place. So you have to find the speed of the return journey. So the speed formula remains the same, distance divided by time. At point D, the distance is 3000 and the value of at point E is 120. So time which we will use is 120. But the time should be between the points D and E. So if you come down from point D, the value of time is 90. So 120 minus 90 gives us 30. So 30 minutes he took to come back home. So you have to just see the time of return journey from point D to E. So that is 30. 30 minutes converted to seconds gives you 30 into 60, and 3000 is the meters. Distance is already in meters. 3000 divided by 1800 gives you 1.66 meter per second. So that will be the speed of the return journey. Thank you.